Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Coach JC. Everyone gather around should be going today. Today's topic is the right man will defend his woman publicly and correct her privately. This is big. Definitely gotta be aware, be cautious of how you treat your lady, especially when y'all go out. It could be y'all out at the dinner, at the movies, going bowling. Y'all at a picnic. Somebody may come at your spouse the wrong way. You always just need to, work on defending your spouse at all times, because like I said, y'all one, one on one, iron sharpens iron, so you got to really make sure that y'all on the same page, same wavelength. Even if your wife or husband did something messed up in public, you being that husband or wife, you gotta support the other person, even when they're in the wrong, at least publicly, and then, a couple hours later when y'all get back to the house, everything kind of settles down, then y'all can kind of talk about situations, see, what angles or what point needs to be made, but, a lot of that stuff need to be kept in the house. A lot of times couples want to fight and argue and it just blows up to more magnitude, more negative thoughts, more negative feelings, especially when kids get involved too. You're out with your kids, you're out with family members. It can get really hostile. I mean, a really hostile environment. So just be very mindful, be very conscious of how you speak to one another, because it can make a difference in your relationship, your marriage. Like I said, for me personally, it's something that I do struggle with because I'm just like, it seems like if my wife is like arguing or seeing her point, it seems like to me that I'm more like taking sides, but at the end of the day, I'll just try to de-escalate the situation. I always be like, hey, you know what? They can say what they're gonna say. We can control what we say, our household, and we can't really, I don't want you going back and forth with nobody. Because at the end of the day, we go home with one another, so we can't really afford to keep trying to go back and forth with people. Let people say what they're gonna say and move on. I'm the type of person, I got thick skin. If you could say a whole lot about me, I ain't gonna really respond. I ain't gonna really say too much about the whole situation. So, like I said, everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? I've seen situations where you can go from 0 to 100 quickly. So, just be, best interest of your partner. Even if they're wrong, it could be at a family barbecue, family cookout. You definitely want to make sure that y'all are on the same page, because like I said, it can be challenging, it can be tough when it feels like your partner, your spouse is gaining up on you, but y'all get to a calm space that night, that morning, and just talk through y'all situations, and y'all can get through, overcome a lot of situations, or just affecting y'all both, Because what might be said or explained in the moment might be different 2-3 hours later when y'all are in a much calmer state of mind. So that's all I really gotta say. Like I said, real man, you gonna defend your queen. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, like I said, I mean, you might be one that got a mouth. Yes, they always got the last word, but you always gotta defend her, whether she's right or wrong. In that moment, in that time frame, you gotta just protect her peace, protect her sanity, and protect your own sanity and peace. Because like I said, it's not easy out here. Like I said, some women, I said, they gotta have a loud smile, they gotta talk, they gotta say the last word, and it's like you be frustrated. You be trying to enjoy your dinner, and she going off on the waiter. You be like, babe, can you chill out? Can you chill out? Like, no, I got my food not right or this and that. I'm like, come on now, let's chill out. Waiter, they doing their best, but but like I said, it just comes with growth and maturity. Like I said, I'll talk to you privately. If I see anything wrong, and same thing with me. If I'm doing something wrong, then talk to me privately, not publicly in front of everybody. I'm the type of person, I'll pull somebody to the side, talk to them one-on-one, and just try to de-escalate the situation there. I never really been the type of person that like talking, who's like around a whole lot of people, a lot of crowds. I'm a person one-on-one. If I need to see something wrong, I'll talk to you, pull you to the side, wait for everybody to talk to you one-on-one. That way it gives me a good understanding of where you're coming from and try to see where I can work with you at. But yeah, that's all I really got to say for this video. Till next time out, Coach AC.